Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading in the colony section yet again for the final chapter of Where Are We? That's right, this is chapter 12. It contains a lot of story, apparently. Let's see how this story ends. I'm very excited. We've come so far, so it's super exciting. What do we have to start? So, this is the final world we've been sent to. Do you know where we are? Nope, it's not in the database. What do you mean? Hasn't the virus unlocked the database yet? Well, the virus unlocked the database, but this world isn't there. An unexplored world? Seems like it. Is Alicia alright? She hasn't stopped by since the last world. I tried asking her if everything is alright with her, and she said she was fine. Alright then. So what's this world like? Well, there's not much here. The area is split into 4 sections. We can safely land on one of the areas I see. A spore launcher, an air sac cauldron, a blob's nest, some emitters, and dark towers. Oh, and an info cache and urn maker. Urn maker, yeah. However, there seems to be a catch. The emitters are a little more powerful than usual. The blob nest and spore launcher appear to be a little bit more rampant than usual. Also, I think the launcher has a twist to it. Looks a little different than the scanner. Oh god, is this an egg? Is this an egg thing? Please no, please no. So we need to be quick on our defenses before moving on to clearing out the creep. Sounds reasonable. Aiden, let's begin. I want to know what Allison has to say in the info cache. So do I. Now let's begin. Ooh, baby, this is it. It all comes down to this. So what do we have? 10 and 10 minutes. 10 minutes, not bad. 200 every 1 second, fairly reasonable power. Looks like all of the emitters are 200 every 1 second, so fairly reasonable. A couple of dark towers, 10 blobs nests, and 1 air sec. No skimmers, however, so that is a fantastique. And basically, because of that, all snipers need to be here. Missile launchers can essentially be anywhere. Gonna have creep flown in from both sides. That is a given. But we have AC breeders on this, and we have a 30 blue white. Woo! We have a 30 blue white. This is a 30 red on. That's a 30 red on that goes straight into the forge. Glorious. So I think that is, in essence, the start. That being said, we don't have that much in terms of eco to start, so that is a little bit of a shame. I think what I want to do is we're gonna fill this entire thing up, right? This is our island, so let's make it our island, right? Looks like that is the corner all the way down. It doesn't go all the way down. Come on, just go all the way down. That's fine. We also want to go all the way across. And it doesn't, of course. We have loads of green art, which is nice. We will be flattening that terrain, which will also help, of course. Flattening the terrain will be quite good for us. We need to get as much energy as possible. But at the same time, I think the first thing I want to prioritize, while energy is amazing, I want to prioritize getting a singular factory and sprayer online, right? Because if we can get a sprayer already going before the creep makes its way across, I think that's just going to be a huge benefit, right? Of course, we will want to terp this land, so we'll just get the terraforming tool out already. Set this height to this and just sort of flatten this out. Make it a nice little even zone, so to speak. Go around the entire thing. I'm perfectly fine with it. I think that's pretty reasonable. You know, not top priority to flatten this entire thing out, but it will be a priority. And of course, we will want the energy, right? It's going to be pretty necessary entirely. Ooh, this is a very ugly area, but perfectly fine there. We'll worry about the rest of the energy later again. You know, try and just get these so they sort of dance around. And yeah, I think that's going to be sort of the initial goal, right? Try and get whatever AC possible, whatever terpable terrain terped. You know, we'll terp this side as well, so we'll just bring this down, a nice level like that, and then yeah, just finish off. I think that's going to be how we're going to start. Shouldn't be too bad. Looking forward to it, but of course we do need that defense. 10 minutes for spores and blobs. Not worried about that. I am, however, a tiny bit scared of whatever the spore launchers are going to do. I'm assuming it's going to be launching eggs. But that being said, We don't have much to launch eggs at on our island other than the Greenar mother. So I'm not super worried. I have a feeling eggs will be going everywhere else. But there's no totems on our island or anything like that. So I'm not really paranoid of that quite just yet. Of course, with this in mind, we will be turning off all of these, and we will start with just a chain that goes up or something like that. You know, something along these lines. Just try and hook up a few things. We'll get to the blue light eventually before the factory is online. So, oh boy, I hit play without rematerializing. Not exactly the best start that I was hoping for, of course. I'll turn these two off to start, and let's get going, of course. Bazinga. Alright, there we go. Now we're building with towers. Alright, so how fast is this coming? Okay, so it has to actually come from the emitter, so I'm not super worried about the creep crossing over just yet. I think we will have plenty of AC in our future, which is grand, and we can even start turning on more and more towers, right? Let's try and fill in some of these, and soon enough we will indeed get everything. Let's toss down our factory as well so we can get that starting to get juiced, and we will. Now that we have this starting to go, I think the path that we kind of want to take, let's go something like this, just to sort of cross the land, right? Of course, we will want more and more towers operational as we do things, so that's going to be good. And we want this one up too, because as soon as we can get the factory online, we're going to be good there. So we definitely need to get to the blue light now. What's the best way? Ooh, this is not necessarily the best when I think about it. I guess these two, plus this, and we'll get a sprayer as well. So toss down a sprayer. Actually built that factory a bit faster than I was expecting. Perfectly fine, though. Perfectly fine. Keep things going. We have plenty of towers. We are starting to make our urns, which is grand. And we can even keep, again, more and more towers. So the blue light is operational. The sprayer is online. We're flying it over. We're going to turn it to always on. I'm going to put it towards the top so it flows down. We should get a breeding cycle on our next cycle, which is perfect. And we will also make sure we have energy to the top, right? Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think I'm good with going into a big deficit to start generating all the energy. Again, this will be a big deficit, and I'm perfectly fine with that because we are basically going into a deficit to gain more energy, to go into a bigger deficit, and to gain more energy, and so on and so forth. It's quite handy indeed. Last but not least, what do we have? We have the terps, right? I think I want to get my terps down sooner than later, so I'll toss one here. I'll toss one up here as well to help, and then these we'll have two. By the time it gets here, we'll have plenty of energy to do the two. I'll do three even. We'll have plenty of energy for that, but this, by the time it gets there, will have excess energy. So, yeah, that should be pretty good as well. Yeah, our energy is looking grand, right? So we can grab another terp or two over here, I think, just to speed that up, because I do want to make mines as fast as possible. We do have the AC breeding beautifully. That's what we wanted to see. Our island should be safe there. And yeah, I guess that can't shoot down into space. Interesting. So I'll do 2 cannons and 2 mortars. 2 and 2, nice and easy. This side, 2 mortars, like that, and we'll do hopefully 2 cannons and maybe 3 on this side. Okay, so we should be good there. We landed in the center. All of our energy is gone. Still in a deficit, but that's okay. That is okay. And we have our urn port, of course. So now we have all good things happening. I guess as well, since we have the red on, I am going to M-rift up the world because we have so much coming in. I'm going to toss one there, one there, one there, one over here, and one over here, I think. Plenty to do. The base is kind of in an awkward position, I suppose, but I'm not super worried about that. I guess we'll toss down a couple extra sprayers now, but again, I want the deficit to be gone, so that's perfectly fine. The deficit will be leaving very, very shortly, because we're basically done building, like, all of the things that we need. So, sprayer, sprayer, The only reason is we have the blue light. Might as well use it, if you got it, spend it, flaunt it, one of those types of things. Here comes the wave, actually. So, you know what, let's toss down a couple extra mortars, right? Just a couple extra on each side, just to make sure that we're shooting down. I am worried about these two cannons, because they are right on the top, but I think it should be okay. Not 100% sure. But again, we have plenty of sprayers now. We're just going to fill up our entire map. We're going to go energy collection to start, so we can just really, really go overboard with building. Sprayers, maybe this many might be too many. I don't know. I'd rather be sure. So we'll turn these to always on. Our red on is looking grand. So, do we want a shield? Why not, right? I don't know why. I always forget that they're in special. We'll toss down a shield at each point. I'll move you back. You moving back is not necessarily. I'll move you. Because I don't know if you can shoot, but we'll toss down a shield where you were. Maybe that'll survive. If it doesn't, it's perfectly fine. We can also, sort that area out. We also have our mineable terrain, of course. Beautiful. And, of course, now that we're established, right? We are well established. I mean, we can go bonkers, right? I mean, we can truly, truly go for gold. We have basically everything unlocked. Okay, beautiful. Again, this is gonna destroy the energy, but that's okay. That is a-okay to me. Can we get one in there? We can. That'll be nice. A little bit bonus. Oh, geez, I didn't even terp over here. That was my fault. We do want to terp our green R, of course. So let's just make this all the whatever this height is for. Let's just 4 it all up. Make it so. Bring it down. Now that our terps are done, of course, we can move them over here, and they can do their duty. Same thing, these terps are done as well. They can do some work down there with this one. So beautiful, and yeah, we can start working on some other things. I mean, we have Berthas, we got sweepers. Honestly, a sweeper sounds pretty good to me. How big is the height over here? I mean, it's not that bad of a height. I mean, if we were to terp down all of the terrain, say in this corner, and just toss in a sweeper, that might do some serious, serious work. And I think I kind of want to do that, right? What would be a good height? What height is over here? This is 6. You know, a lot of this is 6. There's some biggers. Over on this one, it's 6 and 7. Over on here, 5, 6, 7. There is like a little bit of an 8, but it goes down to 2. So if we were to go, what height is that? That is height 4. I think if we were at height 6, because if we put it at 5, it should be blasting at 7 or 8. I think it goes up 2, so I think it would blast at 7. So I guess if we put it at 6, it'll be at 8. I think that's what we want to be at. So if we get rid of these, destroy these, terraform to 6, this entire corner, right? We just place one thing here, and we're like golden, right? I am super keen on that. I like the thought of that. Beautiful. So once the terps are done over here, so we can collect the green R, we can then happily terp the other area with whatever is left. I'll toss an emerald down here, because you know what? We are going to need it for our collectors, our refiners. So let's toss down a refinery, or 2. Let's do 3, right? It's gonna be quite substantial. This will be a big deficit because we are making the energy, of course, but that's okay. That is okay. Red on's still looking good, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident in things. Terps will terp this down real fast because there are plenty of them. The shield is online, which should hopefully help, and our energy situation is just glorious. It's done. All the miners are basically built, except for the ones that don't get power, of course, because I never actually put in the towers on the side. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. I apologize. These are all done, though. I can put that there. Okay, so that's not done, but they will be. They will be. Terps are terping away. Blue White is looking grand, even with all of our sprayers, so that's fantastic. And yeah, we have defenses. We have this. I guess the only thing left are the final defenses. I didn't even think about that. And that will be snipers, right? We are going to need loads and loads and loads of snipers. Primarily on the side, because that's where the blobs are. Don't get me wrong, there will be... you can still shoot. You know, it's fine. You're not going to actually shoot anything there, so we'll replace you with a sniper. Beautiful. And this side may get hit a little bit harder, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not super worried about that. So, glorious stuff there. Urn-wise, we still don't have a second, which kind of sucks. I would love to get my fire range up, fire rate up, all of that good stuff. Even build speed, so we can build things all the faster, of course. But that's okay. That is okay. This area, almost complete, which is awesome. And the AC is, completely stable. So, last but not least on our list, what do we have? Of course, we can't not make an airship, right? Right off the bat. Or two. That's going to be like the ultimate defense. We can post them up. I don't want to use them too offensively, because they are so strong, but having them defensively, I'm kind of okay with that. It would feel pretty good to be on the defensive side of them. So this is holding, feeling pretty good about everything. There are some eggs coming across space, so let's get some snipers on this side as well, just in case. Of course, I guess we can toss down some missiles as well, because why not? Again, we have the resources. I'm not in a super rush. This is the final mission. I am just so thrilled we have come so far. And yeah, it's been a blast. This is a fantastic map. Or series. I love the story. I love everything about it, basically. It's just really good fun. It's not necessarily the hardest, I will say. That is one thing to note. It is not necessarily the hardest. But it doesn't have to be, It's just good fun. Maybe we'll toss down a Bertha or two. Let them shoot as they will, because we got some good energy generation now. So just a couple of Berthas. We'll turn them to auto fire, so they just do their thing. And then the airships will be key, though. I think the airships, again, I want them as our defensive barriers. And yeah, what do we want? How do we want to assault? We can assault however we want, of course. We can try and pylon across. We can grab our fire range, of course. We can grab fire rate soon. Yeah, I figured the creep would kind of flow up. Unfortunate. You know what? That's okay. I wonder, because the creep the creep is pretty high. I was gonna say, if we let the mesh come up, but we kill the creep on it, will we be able to sort of sustain everything, right? Like, could we let the AC take out the pads? But I don't quite think it's gonna go that far, unfortunately. But yeah, let's grab maybe some porters. Porters sound pretty good to me as well. I think I'll want to do that. So where are those? Those are in structures. Porters, look at that. I may have learned where those are officially. Good. What kind of porters are we going to want? We'll take 4, 5 or 6. Why not? Can't hurt to have too many porters. I am not, I gotta love me some porters. We're gonna do some porting for once. It's gonna be beautiful. And I think we're gonna start with this island, because this island has the blobs, where this island has the spores, and I think the spores are the bigger threat. So yeah, maybe we'll go for this island. We will try and do sort of like a dead drop our porters in, maybe grab some sprayers as well. But first things first, we've cleared off this little island. Minus this little... Ooh, no. Over there. There we go. I don't know why that one little dot didn't go, but that's fine. And we can now toss down our very special sweeper. That's right, we're just going to toss it down right there. Seems pretty good. Seems like a good spot for it. Fingers crossed that does kick on. We should have plenty of green R, of course. And I guess we could use rockets. I mean, I haven't really used orbitals too much as well, so maybe we'll toss down a rocket or two. Sure, over here works. It's close to that M-Rift. Not super worried about him. Space is completely covered in creep, of course, from the gloriousness of the eggs. But yeah. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that's the Bertha! Oh, look at the Berthas go. Beautiful, beautiful. They're just firing all over the place now. Just lowering the creep. Why not? Again, this doesn't have a very high creep cap, now that I think about it. That's a little interesting to me, that they don't really have a big creep cap. And what I'm actually going to do is target all of my Berthas. Oh, let me set them to manual. And I'm just going to have all of my Berthas target over here, right? This is going to be the spot that we're going to land in. We're going to bring our porters over. So we're going to have all of them be energy except for, let's say, 2 for red on. And we're going to just say energy, red on, energy. Perfect, just like that. They can wait. They'll be good. We're going to grab a cannon squad, and we're going to grab some sprayers. And we're just going to fly over there, right? We're going to try and hold it with cannons. Sprayers, ideally, will start activating the mesh over there. Now, that being said, I do want the sweeper online. I guess we can pylon over to it. So pylon, 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 and that will be that. We will lose these, but right now we have so much extra energy, I don't really mind. That is one thing to note, is not super worried about that, but let's grab our first squad. Squad numero uno, moving on in. And then let's grab our first squad of sprayers, which will be these. Once those get a little bit of a head start, we'll fly in our sprayers. And hopefully, between the cannons and the sprayers, we'll have some AC, we'll start breeding up, and we'll be able to just hold this as is. We can then build an M-Rift just to connect the islands, and yeah, everything's just going to go pretty swell. Making sure the cannons go in first, of course. As soon as the cannons land and start doing stuff, these should drop energy. Unfortunately, that kind of happens at times. But that's quite alright. How are we doing in terms of our airship? We are doing grand. Oh my. And here come. It's been 10 minutes. Oh my. Looks like we're fine. No surprise there. We have energy, we have sprayers landing, we're about to breed in just a few seconds, and we've taken their breeding from them, which is grand. And now we have an M-Rift. I'm going to move you up a little bit. I'm going to say we're having an M-Rift go right there. Perfect. Perfect. So we should get an M-Rift going on. We should basically get everything. And oh my gosh, I took red on. I'm a fool. These two, destroy those. Which ones are the red ons? It's you. You need to be set to ARG, of course, not red on. I am a fool. And you, ARG as well. And that should convert them to ARG. Of course, it's not red on, it's ARG. Silly me, but again, we have plenty of energy, and I think we just made landing. So let's move our Berthas, right? I think I want to try and cut off this connection a bit, as well as weaken this connection over here. So I think by doing it this way, we should be pretty good. Because that's just going to weaken things, and then we can sort of cut off creep from coming in, and then we can cut off creep from being generated primarily, and then we can just sort of take over the rest of this map. So let's use our squad, use our team, move them out, and maybe even make some stuff. I mean, we have plenty of boxes of energy. We now have the support of the AC, you know, everything is basically looking up for us. So I am thrilled by that. I think I'm going to toss down maybe 2 mortars to start beating on that. And we'll also make a beacon or 2 back here. That being said, we have 2 more urns. I am going to go with build speed, and I guess we'll go with... I mean, do we need more mine production? You know, if we get more mine production, we can go with more sprayers, right? And who doesn't love more sprayers? Plus, that will allow more rockets. That will allow basically more of everything. I'm just waiting to see how good or bad the greenar is once we get everything established. But, you know, it's looking pretty good. The AC is spreading super strong. Oh, but here comes our first air sac attack. Oh my, oh my. How are the spore launchers? Okay, so now that they're spooled up, they will be coming significantly faster. So that is something to worry about. This M-Rift is honestly the biggest concern, but I'm not, again, super worried. I guess we will toss our missile launchers a bit towards the end, though, right? We'll toss them a little bit more over here. Just a couple, because, you know what, we don't want to really destroy anything that comes for us, right? And I guess might as well toss a couple over here, because, you know what, as things happen, it's only going to get worse, right? So, I guess we can start shooting them more from this side. But look at that. Let's see how... See, this path is basically destroyed now, right? That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see our Berthas taking out this path. And now, essentially, that's just one less huge set of generation that they can do. I am going to toss down a mortar on the edge, just so it can sort of clear space, because you never want to mess with space. And last but not least, we do have beacons. These 2 lovely beacons. We'll move them up. I'll put one there. I'll put one there. That'll get us to the lovely Dark Tower. The M-Rift is at 190, so that will be completed, and then these 2 can be shut down. Actually, all of the porters can be deactivated in essence. Ooh, Blob did come over here, so I guess the sniperinos are now needed on this side as well. So perfectly fine, though. We have the energy connection. Easy peasy, no probs. And yeah, I guess the last but not least thing is let's make sure all of these are fully charged, which I think I built a... well, they can get charged from that, so yeah. So if they just come over here, they'll all be fully charged, which 2 of them are not, but 1 actually already is, and I don't want to send it in. Again, I want it to be more of a defensive unit. I mean, I do kind of want to send it in, right? They're so good. They're so good. Like, they're obnoxiously good. It's kind of a shame how good they really are. But, I mean, this is about our units right now. Our units are very strong indeed. They can even move faster now. Oh my. Faster moving units. What a commodity. We could start giving urns to things and whatnot, but I'm not super worried about that at the current moment. Dark Tower essentially down now. Not worried about that whatsoever. And we've taken out the first isle. You know, this is our base. Piece of cake. 1 down. That'll also give us a shield, which is good. Can never go wrong with a shield, especially if it's free. So, and they can overload. Good. So we do know overloading is a thing as well. So the laser is also fully operational. Look at it just cut across the entire map. That's just gorgeous. You know, I like where we put it. It affects loads of places. It's not like perfect, you know, but it's pretty effective. And actually noticing our greenar is now taking a huge hit. So I am going to turn these off temporarily because, yeah, we don't necessarily have the full load of greenar. Why are you 2 not charging up? Interesting. Let's just pile on. That's fine. Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, this is getting taken over just with the AC alone. They're really... I mean, I think we basically could leave this island to whatever business we wanted to do. But let's just really take it over. Let's do 1 Bertha there, 1 there, 1... I don't know, over here. And I guess a second here, right? Because we just want to, if we can take out where the creep is, then essentially everything else goes from there. We can toss down a couple of mortars. The reason I want mortars is I actually don't want to destroy this mesh. I want this mesh here, and I want as much destruction of creep as possible. Because if the mesh is here, the creep is going to keep trying to flow, which means any creep that's being generated is just being destroyed essentially right away. And that's actually a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, it's great for us. It's great for them. Well, it's not great for them, but it's great for us. And you know, if it's great for us, then it's great for us, right? I'm very happy with that. So yeah, this island is out. Ooh, that actually blew up way closer to home than I was expecting. But I guess the snipers just turned on. Down. Wow, I'm impressed that these snipers are not taking this out as well as I thought they would be. But again, that's perfectly fine. Again, we have plenty to go. Oh, see, I did cut off the connection completely, but you know, the AC is taking it over anyway. It's perfectly fine. We can toss in both of our beacons, and I guess we just want to take out island numero uno. So island 1, we took out without airships, and I feel good about that. Right, so Island 1, no airship. Island 2, which I think is now going to be the airsac island. I think we're going to use the airships, right? So let's do that. Let's do Island 1, no airship. Island 2, we will use airships. So let's start... I mean, I guess we're going to essentially do the same thing, right? So I guess we're going to do something like this. We'll move them over. The Berthas can start Bertha-ing, actually, this aisle, because you know what? The other one will be taken out with AC and all sorts of good stuff. So let's just bomb it where it hurts, and then we'll also bomb it where we want to lessen it, right? So that'll be our Bertha target now. I'm just trying to spread it around, you know, use everything we have at our disposal, because we got it. You know, if you got it, use it. How is our green R? Our green R is stabilizing, not stabilizing. We'll turn on one rocket for now, but I do really want to get the spore launcher. I was hoping we could get it without terping. And that's, I think, the problem is I think we might need to terp in order to get up there effectively. But we could also just completely surround it, and then the AC will take over, right? So if we, for instance, do something like this, push it back even further, completely surround it, we'll cut off the creep back here, and then we can take it from everything else. And I think that's how we're going to do it. I mean, look at how ridiculous this is, right? I mean, those three have done so much work. Porters, where are you? You are back here. All of you. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's take whatever force is right here. You're coming over here. That should have the sprayer as well. Perfect. I know we're taking our force from over here, but, you know, I'm not really too worried about it. So, kind of how I feel at the moment. Let's see, if I move this, do we lose anything? We don't actually lose anything moving this. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. And boop, boop, boop. There we go. So we already have access to the Dark Tower. We have access to basically everything. Let's move that crew in. And this should be good. Yeah, we are AC spraying, which is awesome. And we are going to toss down an M-Rift. That is right. We'll do an M-Rift right there. That'll be fine. We'll toss down a couple of towers just to spread the excess energy around, which isn't super needed. But look, I mean, this island is cakewalk, right? Cakewalk, already basically hours. We'll lessen that. Actually, that's probably what we should lessen on this side, is we should probably go for that. The breeder terrain is always going to be a problem, right? So I guess we do want to do the full surround before we even go for anything. So full surround, no problems whatsoever. Mortars, move your butt in there. Get on over. And yeah, beacon number 2. Oh, did I lose my second beacon? I did. I lost my second beacon. Look at me. Terrible. Terrible. I lost a second beacon. Oh my. And I even lost a mortar there. I figured they would have pushed it back before it actually spread to them. That was... Jeez, I'm just very rude to my units. And that's okay. It's okay. I'm allowed to be. You know, we are the commander, and it is what we do. But what we do also need is a terp. Toss one of these up. Get you to terraform. Just a max height thing. You know, just boop, just like that. And we'll do a half height thing. You know, something. I'm gonna do it like that, just to sort of do that. I think we can do that with a couple of terps because, you know, I'd rather just it finish right away. We got the energy. We're not really using these units because we got the super boys on the go. So let's move all three over there. Move them up. They're just gonna destroy the rest of the world. And I guess where are our Berthas? Our Berthas are over here. Earn them, right? We got the urns. With that in mind, oh my gosh, they cleared off that entire thing. It's ridiculous. I mean, we don't even need to go to the islands, right? We can literally just send in the airships and the Berthas, and they're gonna work. So let's let them do their thing. The AC is actually going to take over their breeding pile over here. So that's really all we need. I guess we'll grab some more energy in the side. Why not? It's there. I was expecting more story. I'm assuming the story will come sort of at the end. I did not give these units energy. They are about to perish. So that is my fault. But yeah, now we have some super Berthas. We have this breeding for us. So you know what, Super Berthas, you have done your job splendidly. And I think with that in mind, we're going to start clearing over here, right? We've started. We've already taken the breeding pool. AC is already taking this isle. We really don't care about anything else. I'm assuming we've actually finished our MREFT, which means we can just do all of this. And yeah, I think we're in a pretty good state. Ooh. Boop, 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 go to the top. Hello, gentlemen. How are things going? Hello, Alicia. How are you feeling? I feel fine, thank you. Some regular anti-vomiting medication, and I'm good. As long as you're sure, I'll accept it. Now you've arrived just in time. Just picked up an info cache. Is it a message from Allison? Yep, I see a message from her. Would you like me to play it? Yes, please do. As you wish. Noticing her eagerness. Okay, tiki. Dear family, now that you're reading this message, I am happy that you've arrived. I have no doubts that you'll clear this world of this world of Creeper. That's because to me, it's already happened. This world to you is an unexplored one on the outer edges of the galaxy where Creeper has barely reached. This means that once you've cleared this world, then you'll be safe for a long time until the Creeper returns. Yes, it returns in cycles as you'll discover in time. Now you're wondering how I know all of this? Well, I'm from your future, sent back in time to fulfill this journey. It's a self-fulfilling time journey, that sort of thing. It's hard to describe, but I'm sure Aiden can understand. Basically, I was sent to make sure that you survive because it's already happened. Yeah, I'm starting to confuse myself. I may know a lot about technology and biology thanks to my grandparents. And all that's needed is that you don't tell me anything about all of this until you're ready to send me back in time. It's how it was. It's how it should be. Take care, everybody. With love, from Allison. Oh, and please pass my love on to Grandma Alicia and Grandpa Aiden, who will be having a daughter within the year. Wow, that's a spoiler warning right there. The future, time travel. Aiden, do you? Yes, Aiden. She placed her hand on her stomach. I'm carrying your child. Oh, wow. Okay, that explains everything now, doesn't it? There we go. So when you said the same name, Allison, sounded familiar. I have it on a list of baby names in case I ever had children and grandchildren. Alice is for my first daughter. Allison is listed as my first granddaughter. I take it was just a familiar name, but I didn't link it to the Allison sending us on this journey until now. Yes. Can you explain to me what you're talking about? I'll explain everything later. Right now I have a world to make safe for my child. Very well. Alright, so I guess we're not only saving the world, but we're sort of repopulating it as well. Good on the team. Time travel is always a funky thing, of course. And yeah, I guess we should just really beacon up, right? We got the green hour. We need to just end these, so let's just beacon it on up. And yeah, this side, this is our cannon fortress. We are taking this with cannons and things. You know, I don't want to take all of them with ships. I will take the other two of the ships though, because ships are a whole lot of fun. We could have made plenty more of them, and I'm just relaxing. I'm having a blast. We are clearing this off already, which is grand. And you know what? Let's just do a little kamikaze, right? Just a little sprayer kamikaze. That's plenty. Over here, we are taking around to the key pivotal point, of course. Lovely, lovely stuff. Move all of these over. Get the AC surrounded, and then basically all of the creep goes with it, right? So that's how we're doing that island. Beacon-wise, they are getting built. We are out of green art, but that's perfectly fine. Urns, we have 2 available, which is nice, but, ooh, see, without these, they are able to fight back, which is interesting. So these are actually necessary for the hold. The AC is not enough at the moment, which is fine. We did just juice them up, so that they'll do their thing. All of these sprayers, however, all they're going to do is just land here. I don't even care. Just want them to do that. And some of them may die. They'll all run out of ammo, but I'm perfectly fine with that. As we can see, we are taking the split breeder over here. And once the split breeder is taken, this whole thing will die off relatively quickly. So yeah, that is that island completely taken over. This island is still doing just fine, and yeah, these are doing great too. Beacons are operational, so we can now take out essentially the entirety of the map. So we'll toss one there, we'll toss one there. Another one. Maybe we want a second one down here, I suppose, because I don't want to move that one just yet. And I guess this last one. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We even have the AC coming. Beautiful. I'm going to turn all of these to anti-creeper. Or a couple of them, right? Since we are doing this with sprayers, you know, as traditional foam partyists, let's just toss down quite a few. And I think that should be a pretty solid way to do things, right? We don't even need energy. We just want plenty of anti-creeper. They'll come in. Maybe it'll be enough to hold. I don't know. But if they're all still shooting and they're all still on, you know, maybe it'll work. Fingers crossed. They do use that. Oh, wait. I didn't turn them all to anti-creeper. I only turned, what? Did I only turn one to anti-creeper? Am I really that good at this game? No. See, they all say A on them. So why are they not dropping? Oh, because they were currently carrying non-anti-creeper. That's annoying. Well, that's fine. We now have energy, and we have red on, right? So we can potentially make an Emrift. We can do stuff. You know, we can do stuff with that. So let's toss an Emrift down. Let's toss down some towers so we can spread around the anti-creeper. It'll go real fast. And yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. We will need one more Redon or Arg deposit, I suppose. So I guess I'll drop one more down because, you know, we'll need it. We'll need it. But yeah, there we go. There we have it. Dark Tower, the next, going down. Nullifier, Bazinga. Over here, how are we doing? Ooh. See, I figured the AC would start winning out a bit more. Again, it's still not terrible, but we really just need more things just shooting. More shooting for the group. Plenty of more. Again, this is our pure cannon isle, right? We don't want to take it out with anything other than our friendos. So, and this is just going to help so much, right? Because now we have a bigger, better beacon coming into place. Blammo. We have 5 orbitals, which is also awesome. So I guess we can use some orbitals over here. What are we going to do? Well, I think we have 5. I need 6. We'll get a 6th very, very soon. Ooh, I guess we can just plan on just nullifying that. Right? Somewhere over here. Alright, let's let the explosion clear. Oh god, the explosion's never clear. There we go. And yeah, that'll get that. That's not going to get that quite yet, but we'll get there. So, taking over. How are the mortars doing? Again, the AC now coming from both sides is grand. This is still holding up, though. I am quite impressed by that. If we can... I don't necessarily care, but... Oh, I guess nullifying first is fine. I was going to say, I really just want to take out the mesh first, because I think cutting that off from the spore launcher essentially kills the spore launcher, so to speak. But it does look like the spore launcher is mostly dead now. So let's move you out of here. We need that nullifier. Everywhere else is handling itself. So let's look in. Over here. Oh, we're done. We have done it, literally. Can they not shoot mesh? Wait. Can they not shoot mesh? Really? Was that a thing? Wow, I didn't know they couldn't shoot mesh. Or didn't. Interesting. I had no idea. I thought they would shoot mesh, to be completely honest with you. So we just need cannons. Cannons. Apparently they can blow up the mesh when they're shooting, of course. But they don't blow up the mesh if they don't have to shoot. So, interesting. Very, very unique. Alright. Yeah, all of you just start shooting that mesh. Get it done. There we go. And now we have that. And we'll toss that there. And we'll just get that. Easy peasy. Nullifiers. And look at this. Again, this is just the AC pretty much. That's all we're doing. That's the primary goal for us right here is AC. I don't want any other units other than sprayers. This is our foam party only aisle. And Berthas, of course. And Berthas. So we will Bertha. I'm not going to lie. Speaking of Berthas, all of them we are now going to put on this spot. And I'm going to put one sort of in the middle, right? And now, how many more sprayers can we afford? Right, just zing. All of the sprayers. I just want the AC to flow. You know, the AC must flow. I will toss, you know, I guess I'll toss like a cannon here and here just to shoot the mesh. Not for any other purpose, not to actually shoot creep, just to shoot mesh. So, because, you know, it's mesh. It's their job. And, oh, there we go. So over here, so much easier. Unfortunately, we do need some cannons up here. Probably some mortars to move in. Get them as close as possible. Get some more cannons. Get all the cannons in the world up there. More mortars on the outside. I don't want to do any terraforming. Just for the sake of, again, just chilling and fun. I want to see if we can do this strictly with units. Now, we can, to stop the egg, of course, put down a shield. Ooh. Yeah, they all died, but that's okay. What I need is these to always be on mesh priority. And these, let's just go up there. Yeah, we can't even do it with them on mesh priority. Can we do this with just those units? Probably. But I just want to see, how is this looking? This is looking fine. AC still looking fine, which is good. Although we have not turned them all to always on. So fingers crossed that really drops our AC, because we're using it all. That's what we want to see. AC is even flowing in from this side, which is actually perfect. We still have mesh like at the perfect level that AC can flow down and flow over. So super cool about that. And with the Berthas shooting over there, we're just doing grand. Beacon-wise, I guess we can move all of our beacons now because they're not needed anywhere else. So we'll toss all 5 here. We'll put 1 in that, 1 over here. And we'll do 2 just in case blobs do come out because, you know what, we haven't really done anything with the blobs. And we'll toss 1 over there. Yeah, I don't really care about this island any longer. It is perfectly fine. And yeah, doing this just with cannons and mortars is the key, right? So we're going to need a lot of cannons. We'll move them all in. Maybe a double threat, so to speak. We're going to toss a couple more mortars on this side so they can shoot up. Oop. So a couple of those. We'll toss a couple of cannons so shoot the mesh. And a couple of mortars maybe to shoot the mesh. Or not. Of course we will need to connect them to power. Beautiful. And yeah, I mean, this has completely been taken over by the meshiest of the mesh. Or by the AC-est of the AC even. So beautiful entirely. We have all of the lovely towers connecting up. And yeah, that'll connect that, that'll connect that, down here, that'll connect to that. All nullifiers. Oh, see, now I can't select overload when I select them all. Interesting. Set to overload, maybe because one already is overloading. Overload. Overload. And yeah, last but not least is still here. But we do have plenty of AC on the other. Now we have a load of cannons, of course, right? And they will get ammo, which is grand. And from here, nullifier the first. Let's see how that works. This side is looking grand, so let us move these. Oh, I actually don't want mortars up top. That would be silly. These are doing great. Okay, so we have contained. Now let's see if we can actually hold on this nullifier. Does that even get power? Don't quite think so. So we're gonna need to redo the outside. Perfectly fine. And yeah, so Spore Launcher is dead, which is awesome. Now let's redo all of this. Grab a couple of cannons. Move them in. It's so tight up there, you know? That's the problem. It's just, there's so little room for error. Ooh, it did take out a couple of the cannons. That's okay. Where there's a couple, there are many more. Ooh. Nullifier. There we go. Nullifier is done. This side. I mean, I can just put a nullifier down here. I'm just a fool. I don't even know what I was thinking. That side's super easy. Nullifier go down. And we'll just toss those there just for fun. Oh geez, this entire side. It's just so funny to see it, like, literally clear to the emitter without us actually... We're not actually touching the emitter. This is all through AC and just blowing up the breeder terrain. So... there we have it. That should be all of the enemies. Last totem. Oh wow, that totem needs a lot of ammo. I didn't even realize that. All right, I didn't use my orbitals. I didn't use. I was gonna conversion. I was gonna take this and I was going to singularity conversion. I am so depressed with myself. We'll singularity over this way though, just to pull it over. Look at it go. Oddly enough, a singularity when it's like this covered is like destroying it. It's kind of funny. I'm guessing those are some eggs popping, and then it shall release. Fare thee well, mesh. Fare thee well, eggs. You have done so well. And it's just this, which... oh, it needs AC. Oh no, it needs AC. That's why. You know, off. Get out of here. Foam party. We actually ruined the end because of a foam party. Who would have guessed? The foam party actually destroyed activating the totems. Ooh, it should have been higher for this island. This island it worked great on, the laser. This last one I think it worked fairly well, but that little hump really ruined it on that one island. Shame. No more story. I was kind of hoping another thing would pop up once we got all of the objectives. But now we know where the future lies, and that is still a pretty okay time. Again, mostly messing around. So, having a great time. Highly suggest just using Berthas and ships, though. Just saying. I mean, we could have made like 6 ships, or like per island even. I mean, that would have been nuts. But super fun. Love the story. This has been the completion of the Where Are We campaign. And I have another campaign that is coming on now. So, hey, there we go. I do really like these story maps, and I look forward to seeing what holds in the other campaign. So please check it out, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, give me anything. I greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.